Hello guys, this is Gurpreet and today I'm gonna talk about pivot tables. I'm gonna tell you how to make a pivot table from a complex data which you can sort, which you can summarize through pivot tables. Tables is a very powerful tool in Microsoft Excel. You can use Excel 2003, 7, 10, and here I'm using 13. To make a pivot table, what you have to do is just take a complex data and select the data which you want to sort. I'm just gonna take all of this and create a pivot table out of this. Just go to insert tab of Microsoft Excel and then go to pivot tables. Pivot table, it pops up you with the dialog box with the heading create pivot table on the top, and this range over here, table 1, tells me that the data I have selected. If there's a whole bunch of sets of data, like complex data, and I haven't selected any of it, this field is going to be empty, the vacant space, and you cannot make pivot table out of it. So you have to select the data to make a pivot tables. Then there's worksheet option. There's two options with the worksheet. New worksheet will lead me to a fresh page, a fresh worksheet where we can make our pivot table, but the existing worksheet will make a pivot table on the current worksheet which we are on, the one you can see right behind this dialog box. And I'm just gonna go by the new worksheet. Just select new worksheet and hit OK. There you go. Here's a fresh worksheet where we can sort our data which we have selected on our previous page, this one over here. And there you go. Yeah, here on the right side there are pivot table fields. You can even move this thing according to your ease, but for the time being we're just gonna keep this thing over here. If you just click in the center, it disappeared. To get it back, just hit back on the pivot table. So I just want to arrange my few fields, not all of them, just few fields. I'm just gonna click on group members. I can even drag them to the rows or columns the way I want to, and I want participation. I'm just gonna drag participation since it's numbers, so I'm gonna just put it into the values. There you go, and add leadership to it, and just add one more, right? And for the sake of content, just add overall student rating 2. There you go. Here it is, our pivot table. You can also sort this data, over here, count of participation, leadership, and student rating. So to sort that, to change format for this, what we're gonna do is go to the values area over here, just click on participation tab, go to value field settings, and here we are. We can change the value field setting to sum, to count, to average, to maximum, minimum, product, then count numbers, std_dev, std_devp, but I'm just gonna stick to my count over here with the participation. There you go, count. You can also change the format for the numbers over there. We can, here it is, the category. We got number, currency, counting, date, time. I'm just gonna go by general. There you go, just select general, click OK, and then OK, and here we are. The participation tab is gonna remain same, but if I want to change to average. I'm just gonna select average for my leadership tab and change format to, yeah, just remain the same, keep it general, and there we go. Yeah, here it is. It's gonna give me the average leadership, overall average leadership, over here in the grand total. So for all the members, all the names, all the students over here, like Abraham got 4, and it summarizes it, and it's gonna give me the average for every member in the table. So over here we're gonna sort the overall student rating too. So overall student, I want overall student rating to average, also average, and then I'm gonna just take a percentage, right? 2 decimal places over here, just keep it to 1 and select percentage, then hit OK, then OK again. There you go, we got like 200%, 440%, and then it shows the total again, the grand total, which is 404%. I can remove names from this. I can remove like all the values with 1, all the values with 2, all the values with 3, or anything else from this. Just go over here on the row labels, just uncheck Abrol and hit OK. There you go, Abrol is gone, and your average leadership, total average leadership changed automatically. Your average overall student rating changed automatically. So just to bring it back again, hit row labels, check Abrol again, and be good to go. See, it's back again. So these are all the things you can do. You can also add filters here, this area field over here. You can add filters. We're gonna just put leadership into the filters, and here we are. It shows the tab over here, filter tab, leadership, and click the leadership. As we talked earlier, I can remove any of the values, any of the names with values 4, with value 5, with value 2, from the table, just by adding filter to it. And then we just gonna remove 4 from it. For that you have to select you have to check the select multiple items from over here on the bottom. Just check 4 and then OK. See, we just left with the 4, and if I want to keep 5 and 2 and just want to remove 4, just uncheck 4, and there we are. You can see at the bottom of here, it automatically changes everything. It changes the total count of participation, changes total average, changes overall student rating average. But whereas if I want to change all this whole bunch of stuff in my regular table, in my regular data, can I do it? Of course I can do it, but for that I have to do it all manually, calculations and everything all manually. But here in our pivot table, it's so easy. Everything comes up automatically. If I want to bring back that thing, just check it and OK. See, everything changed to normal again, and the grand total for the participation, leadership, overall rating, it's changed again. It adjusts with the input we give, with the items left in there. So yeah, it is very easy, very understandable data, which comes out with the pivot tables. So now you can just save this, go to file, save, and you can give the name it's saved. So yeah, thank you very much and have a good day.